Long ago, in the heart of ancient India, under the vast skies and silent forests, two enlightened beings were said to have walked the same earth. Gautam Buddha and Lord Mahavira, also known as Jin. Both sought truth, both rejected violence, and both illuminated the path to peace. But what if there was a moment when these two souls met? This is the story of when Gautam Buddha met Jin, a meeting of wisdom, silence, and truth. The world was restless. Kings fought wars for kingdoms. People suffered from greed, anger, and ignorance. In this time, two great teachers rose: Siddhartha Gautama, known as Buddha, who found enlightenment under the Bodhi tree, and Vardhamana Mahavira, known as Jin, who conquered his inner self through intense meditation and nonviolence. Both walked across the plains of Magadha, spreading peace, compassion, and spiritual awakening. Rumors spread across the land. Two great beings have arisen. One preaches the middle path, the other teaches complete renunciation. Their followers often asked, are they the same or different? And so destiny arranged a meeting. One morning as the sun rose over Rajagriha, Gautam Buddha was walking quietly with his disciples, Ananda and Sariputta. Ananda said, Lord, I have heard of a teacher named Jin who preaches the path of complete detachment. They say he does not eat after sunset, does not speak unnecessarily, and believes even a drop of violence binds karma. Buddha smiled gently, his eyes full of compassion. Ananda, he said, truth has many paths, but the destination is one. Let us meet the seeker. At the same time, Jin, the last Tirthankara of Jainism, was meditating under a tree near Vaishali. His followers whispered to him, Lord Buddha is coming this way. People say he teaches balance between indulgence and suffering. Jin opened his eyes slowly, calm as the morning breeze. Then let us meet him, he said, for in the meeting of minds, truth becomes clearer. The two groups of monks arrived at the same clearing, a quiet forest where the sound of birds echoed through the trees. When Buddha and Jin saw each other, they both bowed silently. No words were needed. Their hearts recognized the divine within each other. The disciples stood still, awed by the peace that surrounded the two masters. Finally, Buddha spoke softly, Peace be upon you, O Jin. The people speak of your wisdom and your victory over desire. Jin smiled and replied, And peace be upon you, O Buddha, who has awakened under the Bodhi tree. The people speak of your compassion and your middle path. They sat beneath a great tree. The air itself seemed sacred. Buddha, Jin, you teach complete renunciation, to abandon all possessions, even clothing, and to avoid even the smallest harm to any living being. Tell me, do you believe liberation comes only through such extreme discipline? Jin, yes, Blessed One. Karma binds the soul through every act of attachment, through every harm we cause, even unknowingly. Only when the soul conquers itself completely, through perfect nonviolence and restraint, can it be free. Buddha, gently, indeed, nonviolence is sacred, yet I have seen that the mind also clings to pride and self-denial. I teach the middle path, neither indulgence nor extreme suffering, a way where the heart can awaken without breaking. Jin, your path is a path of balance. Mine is of total victory over desire. Yet both aim to end the bondage of birth and death. For a while, both sat in silence. The forest listened. Tell me, O Jin, how do you see compassion? Jin, compassion is the pure expression of the soul that harms none. To hurt even a small creature is to harm oneself. Buddha smiled. Yes, compassion is the key. When the heart awakens in compassion, wisdom follows naturally. Then no being wishes to harm another. Both teachers closed their eyes. The moment was timeless, a meeting beyond debate or doctrine. It was the meeting of two awakened minds. As the masters sat in meditation, their disciples looked at each other curiously. Ananda whispered to one of Jin's followers, "Your master speaks of conquering the self through silence and fasting. Ours speaks of understanding the self through mindfulness. Are these not two different paths?" The Jain monk replied gently, "Different rivers, same ocean." The disciple smiled, for the truth had revealed itself even without words. As the day ended, Buddha rose from his meditation and bowed again to Jin. "May your followers walk in peace and find freedom," he said. Jin returned the bow. "And may your compassion guide the world out of suffering." They turned away in opposite directions. Buddha toward the villages of Magadha, Jin toward the forests of Vaishali. But the energy of their meeting remained, invisible, eternal, echoing through generations. The meeting of Buddha and Jin, whether in history or in legend, reminds us of one great truth. There are many ways to the same light. Some choose silence, others compassion. Some renounce all, others live mindfully among people. But the essence remains one: to know oneself, to harm none, and to live in peace. Even today, centuries later, Buddhists and Jains carry the same torch of truth: non-violence, mindfulness, and love for all living beings. In the forest of ancient India, two enlightened beings once sat together, and in their silence the universe spoke. Because when Gautam Buddha met Jin, it was not a meeting of two men, it was a meeting of two paths. If you found this story inspiring, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more spiritual stories from history. This is your host wishing you peace, love, and enlightenment. Thank you for watching.